Welcome to Thursdays in the Kitchen with UT Extension. Starring Family Consumer Science Agent Michaela Pedigo of Macon County, Shelby Christian from Trousdale County, and Kate Tippitt of Sumner County. Sit back and enjoy as we see what's cooking in the kitchen.
Hey everyone, it's Shelby Boyer here, and happy Easter. I'm here to show you today one of the most famous recipes that shows up on everybody's Easter lunch table, and it is deviled eggs. But today I'm going to show you a little different way to make deviled eggs. We will be making colored deviled eggs. First thing that you're going to do is you're going to boil your eggs. I got out my pot and I lined my pot at the bottom with all of my eggs. And then I stuck it under the faucet and I filled it up with water. And you want to cover your eggs about 1 inch to 1.5 inches with water. And then you sit it on the stove and you bring it to a boil. Once it starts boiling, you want to boil your eggs for 13 minutes. So then after the eggs are done boiling, you take them off the eye and you go directly to your sink. And I always can peel them. While the eggs were boiling, I made the mixture that each of my egg whites are going to be sitting in. So you're going to take a cup and you're going to fill it up with 1 cup of water, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar of any kind. So I use white wine vinegar. And then you want to add in your food coloring. Your food coloring does not have a measurement. It just depends on how dark or how light you want your eggs to turn out. Your eggs are going to sit in your liquid mixture for about 10 minutes. And then once they finish sitting in the mixture, you're going to take them out. You're going to gently place them on a paper towel. And they're going to drain until they are completely dry. Also cover them with a paper towel as well. So that way every area of the egg is covered up. Then they should come out and look just like that. How cute are those? Have your yolks in your bowl. What you're going to do is you're going to mix up your yolk mixture that you're going to fill your eggs with. So I have a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. You can also use the salad dressing like Miracle Whip, and that's what I'm using today. 2 teaspoons of mustard, 4 tablespoons of the sweet salad cubes with their juice. Do not drain them. I also got salt and pepper, and sometimes I like my stuff a little bit spicier, so I have some hot sauce that I'm going to do a couple of dashes of. So now I'm going to add my 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. And I love deviled eggs. I can eat them all the time, but Easter especially. This is such a good recipe, and it's different, and your family will not be expecting it. So. Okay, mayonnaise is in. Now I'm going to add in my mustard. And then now I'm going to add in my sweet salad. Okay, so I'm going to mash all this together. So I add in a little bit of pepper, just to taste, a little bit of salt, and a couple of dashes of hot sauce. All right. Get that all mixed up pretty good. I've got my mixture mixed up. What I'm going to do is fill my eggs. There you have it. They're colorful filled Easter deviled eggs for your lunch this Easter weekend.
Did you know that 1 large egg contains 6 grams of high quality protein, and that protein helps to sustain mental and physical energy throughout the day? Eggs are also an all-natural source of many other nutrients, as you can see on the nutrition facts label. Eggs contain 13 essential vitamins and minerals and all 9 essential amino acids, which are the building blocks of proteins. All of these nutrients are included in 70 calories per large egg. Unlike many foods, eggs do not come with a complicated jam-packed ingredient list because they only contain 1 ingredient. It's called egg. And at, on average, 17 cents per serving, eggs are the least expensive source of high-quality protein. Despite their taste, value, convenience, and nutrition, Many Americans have shied away from eating eggs due to fear of dietary cholesterol. However, more than 40 years of research has demonstrated that people can enjoy eggs without impacting their risk of heart disease. Recent recommendations from the American Heart Association, the American Diabetes Association, and the Dietary Guidelines for Americans no longer limit cholesterol intake and include eggs as part of healthy eating patterns. So remember that eggs are an excellent source of nutrition.
Hi, today we're going to be discussing some food safety tips from the FDA regarding eggs. So the number one reason that we discuss this is salmonella, a very harmful bacteria that you do not want to have in your system. It naturally occurs in poultry and eggs. So let's talk about how you avoid that. Number one, when you're buying, you want to make sure that you're buying refrigerated eggs only. This is for consumers who are going out and purchasing their eggs in grocery stores. Make sure that you are buying them in the refrigerated section. They should be clean and they should also not be cracked. The shells should be intact. You want to refrigerate them promptly and use them within 3 weeks of purchasing them. So how are we going to use them? Number one, we're going to cook them. But the first step is going to be washing our hands. You want to make sure that you're washing your hands with warm water and soap for 20 seconds. Also, wash the surfaces that you come into contact with as well as the utensils. So make sure you're cleaning up as you go. If you ever touch raw egg, make sure you clean up. So during the cooking process, if you are cooking eggs in a pan, you want to make sure that the egg yolk and the egg white are not runny. If you are cooking them in the oven in a casserole, you want to make sure they reach an internal temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Use a food thermometer to test this. That's the only 100% accurate way. You want to make sure that eggs are stored properly as well as cooked properly, because you do not want them in that danger zone, which again, 40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So, when you're making these egg dishes, you should serve them warm. If you aren't serving them warm, you should definitely refrigerate them within 2 hours of making them. If you have to keep them out, make sure you're reheating to 165 at that point, because you're treating them as leftovers. You should use cooked eggs within 1 week, and you should also use frozen eggs within 1 year, okay? So make sure that you place the eggs when they're in their container like this, their carton, that they are in the middle part of the refrigerator so that air circulates around them and keeps them the proper temperature. You don't want to store them in the door. And if you are transporting eggs, make sure that you put freezer packs in whatever you're traveling with, whether it be a cooler or a lunchbox. Make sure you're keeping them cold, and place them in the actual back seat or the seat of your car versus the trunk where it will not get the air conditioning, okay? So I hope you'll be able to practice all of these tips, whether you're buying, cooking, or storing your eggs. Until next time, bye-bye.